Hello everyone. We are back with more the Somnium Files. Last time we sunk with Iris. We got to play a little bit of Shovel 4G Minecraft. We danced to save things, and we chose to believe Iris that, you know, Nizet laws is real and stuff, so that's kind of the path we are going down. And we went to a couple different places, but we didn't learn a whole lot. So now we're about to head to Marble. I don't actually know why we're going here, but I know that we were supposed to go here to, like, see someone, but that was the other day, I think.
Where are we going next?
Marble in Golden Yokocho.
Wasn't that where we were attacked by Nice?
They surely wouldn't attack in the same place
It'll
twice.
be fine. I didn't tell anyone we were going there. They won't be waiting for us.
Oh yeah, he's assuming that Boss is the one who told. Also, why hasn't Boss contacted us?
Besides, they wouldn't ambush us in the same place twice.
I just feel like she would have.
But why Marble?
No reason. I just need to talk to Mama.
Yeah, last time we saw Mama, it was like there was a shootout and we kind of, I assume, just left. We didn't stick around. Alright, it's later on Tuesday now.
Sorry I couldn't come last night.
No, don't worry about it. It was better that you didn't.
Huh?
You didn't hear? There was a shootout right in front of the bar.
Yeah, did you not see us? Did we hide? We just left Mama to take care of the... what the heck?
They closed all of Golden Yokocho down. They were saying something about hitmen suddenly pulling out guns and shooting. They were trying to kill a man and a woman.
Uh-huh. How... what...
Wait a minute.
Yep.
I can't believe that we came here. There was a shootout. We brought Mama into the middle of it and then didn't talk to them afterwards. Okay. I told Mama about last night and about Nizet laws too. Okay, is Iris here? Hello, I'll talk to you first. What should we ask?
Mama, what are you doing?
Just polishing the bonito.
Why?
Why indeed.
I don't understand. Okay. I don't think is old enough to drink.
No, I'm okay.
What do you think of Mama?
She's a delight.
Oh, aren't you nice? Are you looking for a job?
Iris is still in high school.
How about after you graduate? Starting rate is 6 million yen an hour.
That's
Date,
a lie.
I need a body so I can work here immediately.
What do you need money for? What?
You won't get hired looking like that.
Iris is sitting to my side. Okay. Oh, introduce Iris. I guess
Sorry for the
they've
late introduction.
not met.
This is Iris.
Nice to meet you. I'm Aset. You bet. Oh, sorry. Habit. I meant Iris.
Okay.
Oh my, you are so cute. Are you a virgin? You are, right?
Why? Ugh.
Yeah?
What a coincidence. Me too.
Oh, you don't say.
I don't understand some of the writing. Anyways, about the armed men.
I think they must be foreign mafia. Some kind of international organization. They would do anything for money.
Nice must have hired them.
About Nice at laws.
Sorry, honey, but I don't know a thing about that.
But you're an informant. I'm sure you must know something.
I'm well versed in local information. I know all about Tokyo's underworld, but I can't say much about the rest of the world.
Okay.
Mama, I want to ask you something.
What is it?
Those gunmen were waiting for us. Did you tell anyone we were coming?
That's right. You did tell Mama that you were coming.
Mm-hmm.
And that you were bringing Iris.
Well, I did tell one person.
And who is that?
Who?
The person I was gonna have you meet, of course.
And who are they?
Same guy who gave Ren his watch.
What's his name?
Futa, I think. Futa Aminoma.
What?
That's... Pewter.
Wow, who'd have saw it? Who'd have thunk? Who'd have thunk it? I still like Peter. I don't even care. But what does that actually mean? I didn't actually like think about it. We'll find out. I'm not gonna overuse my brain. They'll tell me.
There's no one here. Maybe he went home.
No, that can't be. Pewter is definitely around here somewhere.
Date, your intuition is correct. I am detecting a living organism nearby.
I knew it.
Hello? Who is here? Iris is looking around. Door. Door to the sync room. Monitors. Oh, that's as far as I can look to the side. Chair. Is it in the steel
Pewter
shelf?
here?
No, he's not.
If you can detect a living organism, shouldn't you be able to detect where it is? Locker. Ah! I hit two buttons at the same time. Okay, that's spooky. How is this coat going through the other lockers? The sides of the locker? That's spooky. If I saw that, I'd probably just die straight
There's
up.
that bastard.
Wait a minute! Okay, I'll tell you everything.
Okay.
You told those men that Iris and I were going to Golden Yokocho, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Renju hired them.
Renju did?
Which means Mr. Okiura is in with Nice.
Nice.
Don't play dumb. I know you're with them.
I don't know what you're talking about. I was just helping Renju.
Did you help number 89 get away?
How much does she know?
Everything, because we've been taking her with us on these this
Just
investigation.
answer the question.
Yes, I did.
It's been bothering me. How was number 89 able to escape from Metro so easily?
Yeah, it was suspicious. And Peter was acting suspicious around that time.
And
So.
you were the one being held hostage. If you were helping him the whole time, it all makes sense.
Uh-huh. Wait, can I talk to you? In the middle of all this, what's that cat on your waist?
I've always wondered this. The cat on your waist. What is that?
Oh, this?
It's just a little backpack thing.
It's Bastet.
Bastet?
What? You can't just call any cat Bastet.
A cat goddess. Why are you asking me now?
Introduce Peter. Hey, this is Peter.
Oh, hi. Nice to meet you.
Hello. I'll have to give you my card later. I have a feeling that if I reached to my pocket, I would get my head blown off.
Alright, reassure her.
Sorry you had to see this.
It's fine.
Don't worry, I won't kill him.
Then can I leave?
No?
Sure, if you don't mind me breaking every one of your fingers.
Then I'd rather not.
Okay. Let's start with the watch.
Is it true that you were the one who gave Renju his watch?
I can't see you. Oh, you're just facing down anyway. It
Yes.
doesn't matter.
That's true.
There was no need to ask anything else. Why did Pewter help Renju? His last answer was all I needed to hear. I feel like I don't remember what... Hold on, let me think for a second. Was the watch given to him by a lover? I feel like I'm gonna need to go back and figure that out. I wish the game would just tell me, because that happened quite some time ago for me.
2 days ago, Renju escaped from the hospital. Renju asked me on the phone to report everything about Shoko's murder case. That's what he wanted. Yesterday, the boss told me that number 89 was coming. Then, Renju asked, "Is there any way we can let number 89 escape?" I was conflicted. I thought hard about it, but it was Renju asking. Someone I love.
Okay, I think I have that detail correct then.
And he sounded like he was on death's doorstep. He was begging for help. I couldn't say no. With my intelligence, I was quickly able to come up with a plan. You know what the results were.
Uh-huh.
The escape happened exactly how I described earlier, though I wasn't being threatened with a gun.
You were acting, huh?
Yeah, not very well.
Just pretending to be his hostage.
Yes,
Did number 89 know about the plan?
of course. We discussed it when we were alone in the interrogation room. Naturally, he agreed. I imagine he would have taken any possibility of escape. Even if we failed, he was already serving a life sentence.
Why was Boss not present at 89's interrogation?
I may not look it, but I have connections high up at HQ. Friends from my college days. I asked one of them to call up the boss.
Why did Renju escape with 89?
I don't know. It's true. Please, believe me. Renju said that he needed him. That's all I know.
Okay, where's Renju?
I see. So where is Renju?
Even if I knew, why would I tell you?
Because you don't want more holes in your body than you already have.
You can't.
Why not?
Date, I didn't tell you all this because you were threatening me. I genuinely wanted you to know. To understand. The truth, Date.
What are you talking about?
There's a variable you haven't considered. I made Aiba.
Yeah.
And?
You don't get it?
Date, his hands!
Did he just electrocute us? What happened?
Now, come with me.
What the heck?
Damn it, Pewter!
Oh, this is us. I was like, what?
Date, calm down or it will compromise your ability to drive. If you crash, you will not be able to save Iris.
Where is she?
I don't know.
So then where the hell am I going?
How would I know that? You acted on your own.
What about her phone's GPS?
I tried. It's been turned off.
Oh, well, luckily we have that other little thingy that Moma gave her.
It's just an extra precaution. Put it somewhere they won't find it.
Aiba, call Moma now.
On it.
Hey, Dante.
We put this GPS tracker thing on her and we can't even track it ourselves, so why would we not, like, think to get that set up first? Only he's able to? I explained the situation as fast as I could.
Tessa got kidnapped? Dante, you bastard!
I know. Yell at me later. Right now, I need you to tell me where she is.
God damn it!
After a short pause, Moma yelled out.
Koto! Ariake! Harbor Warehouse District!
We're back at the warehouse?
That's where the cold storage warehouse is.
Why is it always at the same places?
That's where I saw Iris' dead body.
Hey, are you listening, asshole?
Nope, I'm hanging
I've
out.
got it, thanks.
I'm on my way there too.
What? No. We don't need you there. Just gonna make things more complicated. Okay, it's like 9:30. We're at the warehouse. Also, I like that as soon as Date was able to do anything, he was instantly out driving, even though he didn't know where to go. He could have been driving in the complete opposite direction and been taking himself further away. Oh my god, why are there so many? Are we going to be doing more QuickTime events? Why is it showing this so long? Okay. Alright. Something. What was that? Something. What am I looking at? Something.
There are portable barricades set up in 2 areas in front of the warehouse.
Portable?
They can be moved and erected easily.
Okay. Portable barricades in 2 spots around the warehouse. Okay. Something. Why does it keep zooming in on the same things? Okay.
Those are the guys who attacked us at Golden Yokocho.
The mercenaries.
How many?
I detect more than we can see. They are positioned all over the area, surrounding the warehouse.
Okay.
Each of them carries an assault rifle. Getting through will not be an easy task.
Looks that way.
There are a ton of enemies on high alert around the storage. I don't know what... I think we just looked at this. I don't think this will be different. Okay. Crane. Barricade. What about this barrel? Hello? What am I supposed to do? Armed men. It was green, like there was still something that I should do. But then it just tells me to exit. What? What? What am I missing? There's nothing in the sky. Anything. Anything. anything? Something. Oh my god, why did they do that? They made it like so hard to find the one thing.
There is a black van parked at the end of the harbor.
Anyone inside?
There are two ways to find out. Walk over, knock on the window, and open the door. Or you can use the X-ray mode.
Okay. Van. Oh great, now I gotta find it. Okay. It's Iris.
It's Iris.
Damn it. Is she okay?
Unknown. But at least we know she's alive. The issue now is reaching her.
Alright, let's do this!
You're here by yourself. What do you
Hold
expect
on.
to
Are you
do?
dense? They're gonna blow your brains out.
They got guns?
What?
Yeah, and not just one or two.
What would you expect? We literally said we were in like a shootout.
They
or
all have
whatever.
assault rifles, and they're everywhere.
You can tell? Even in the dark?
Oh, I guess he like can't
Have you
see
forgotten
anything.
that I found out what was inside your safe? I have superpowers. I can see in the dark, and I have X-ray vision.
Oh, shit, you were serious?
I nodded and then told him about the rest. That Iris was in the van at the end of the harbor, and that there are 2 portable barricades on the way there. After I laid it out, I stared into his eyes.
We need a plan. Can you help me?
Yeah, sure I can. But I need to ask you a few things first.
ATV.
That appears to be a military-grade all-terrain vehicle.
MoMA, that vehicle.
That's one of ours.
Yeah, why do you have a like military
I got
grade
it from
vehicle?
the army. It's bulletproof, even the windows.
How did you?
I thought you were trying to run a non-violent gang.
Well, that's exactly why. We got rid of our offense, so we needed a little defense.
I suppose that makes sense, in a way.
Okay. Oh, why are there... What did you want to ask? What did you want to ask? What did you want to ask? What?
The jackoff who took Tessa. Pewter, right? What's his deal?
I think Renju asked him to do all of this.
Renju?
I told Moma about Renju and Peter's relationship.
Oh, that's right. Renju was looking for Tessa.
Not only that, in a parallel world, I found Iris's body at an Okiura fishery warehouse.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Okay.
So these bad guys, why did they take Tessa?
The van's at the end of the row. Okiura fishery cold storage warehouse is right there. They must be planning on taking her inside. Right now, they're probably getting it ready. They've got lookouts waiting outside.
Tessa's in the van down there, right?
Yeah.
In that case, why don't we go around the back?
That's what I was thinking.
Unfortunately, that is impossible.
Oh.
The warehouses are flush with the water. The only path to the van is down the front.
What about on the roofs?
Shit. Guess it won't be that easy.
Okay.
So, what's the plan?
I don't know. What's your plan?
Well...
While I was coming up with a plan, a car emerged from the darkness. Won't they notice a military-grade vehicle here? Why? How? Did we let them know that?
Mizuki, Ota, what are you doing here?
What do you mean?
You contacted us.
No.
What?
I sent an IL message to both of them.
Why?
Why?
Date, if something happens to Tessa, let me know, okay?
That doesn't mean you should... They're children. There's a bunch of people with gun... Well, Ota's not a child, but... There's a bunch of people with assault rifles. What are you
I'll save
doing?
you no matter what, Iris.
Promise me.
Just because someone says, I want to help, doesn't mean that they should.
I promise.
Even if you promise.
A promise is an inviolable protocol. It must be followed.
That is not
Do
true.
you know what a white lie is?
No, I am an AI.
Yeah, so you should know.
You always pull out that excuse when it's convenient.
Besides, Mizuki can be very helpful.
In what
And
way?
Ota?
Perhaps he can be used as a shield.
That's cruel, even for me.
Mizuki is strong,
Date,
but
who are the kids?
they have guns.
Don't call me a kid.
You are a kid. You're literally the, like, one kid here.
Who's the old man?
I sighed and shook my head. I made the introductions quickly.
So your 6th grade roommate and a NEET who's trying to get his light novel published?
Is that how we introduced Ota?
What good are they?
You don't look very useful yourself, old man.
Yeah, you're all short and scrawny.
Yeah, you're also holding your gun pointed at Mizuki. You should be holding it pointed down.
Shut up, I'm not short. The Earth is just big.
That argument is fallacious.
And you're short too.
No way. This isn't even my final form. All my joints are folded up. I can get 3 times bigger than this.
Liar!
This went on for a bit. I finally got fed up and shouted at them. Why are you shouting?
Listen up, you idiots!
Don't shout. We're also just out in the open.
You're here because you're all ASET fans.
Water.
Oh my god, shut up.
Wet, sweat, ASET,
Fears.
Upset. Regret. ASET.
gambling.
Roulette, bet, ASET.
Y'all
Yes, yes, yes!
are a bunch of nerds.
All right, let's work together and get our Tessa back.
Yeah!
This is our time to unite. Let's show them what we're made of.
Let's run in there and get shot. Let's go.
Shoulder to shoulder, heart to heart, we stand! Show no mercy, for you shall receive none!
It seems they've already become good friends. Iris has...
Good. It's
Oops.
working.
Iris has extraordinary power, is what was said. Yeah, Iris has the power to spread cringy lines. That's her superpower.
Here's the plan. Ota, can you drive that vehicle? It's bulletproof, so don't worry, they can't shoot you.
Yes, sir!
Moma, I need your trigger finger. Get on the back with me and shoot any gunman you can see.
You got it.
And Mizuki,
You stay
you're
here.
our secret weapon. If it all goes south, we're gonna need your powers.
Leave it to me.
Hey, Dante, what are you gonna have her do?
She might not look it, but she's something else. They won't take her down without a fight.
You sure about this?
Yup. You should worry more about yourself, Moma.
So, now you know your jobs. This is how we get through. I'm sure I don't need to tell you, but our objective is to reach the end of the harbor. We need to rescue Iris from that van and then get the hell out of here. Any questions?
All right, let's do this.
Yeah, let's lock and load.
We're coming for you, Tessa!
On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Go!
This is either gonna go really well or horribly wrong. And so Operation Iris Rescue began. If Mizuki is our secret weapon, why is she in the back? Shouldn't she, like, be in the
Hey,
front
look!
protected?
Is that a tank?
All right, let's do this.
Also, they called this a tank.
Kill him!
Damn, there's too many of them.
I I don't think my rifle can handle this many.
Yeah, maybe you should have
I have
brought
to
a
think of
better
something.
gun. Like, what kind of Yakuza has a gun like that? Oh, here we go. The quick time events. Look at my controller. See where all the buttons are. We're gonna
Date,
throw
I
something.
have a plan.
Is it a good plan?
Just listen. You still have that pornographic magazine, right?
Oh my god. Okay.
Don't act innocent.
I need them to
Last
stop
night
with
you
this,
went back to Golden
actually.
Yokocho. You found one of those magazines and hid it in your clothes.
How did you know?
I'm your left eye, Date. Of course I would know. In any case, throw it at the drum.
No.
Why not?
This is a collector's item. It's SSR. I can't just throw it away.
So what is more important to you, Iris or Eros?
Arrow. Iris.
Good. Hurry, they're closing in.
Oh, wait. Can't we...
Also, throwing that... Oh my god, I'm scared. Which button? What?
Take this!
That would be so hard to throw. It would just go
What?
and fall, like, not that
Could
far.
it be the legendary?
Okay, you couldn't see
is
us
amazing.
standing
No
out
one
in the
back home will
open and you
believe me.
instantly see this. This is so stupid. This is supposed to be funny, but I don't know who it's supposed to be funny for. Actually, no, that's a
Date,
lie.
now!
I know
Shoot
who
the
it's
drum!
supposed to be funny for, but I'm not that person.
Now's no time for crying. The drum contains flammable liquids. Do you understand?
Fine, I got it. Ota!
On it.
We just blew up a bunch of guys. Time to advance.
There's still more of them.
And no more oil drums to blow up.
I'm at my limit here.
Wait.
You can't just run out into firing guns, Rizuki.
Aiba, any ideas?
Let me see.
Yeah, the crane.
Date, last night, you picked up something else, didn't you?
Why can't this just be normal?
I told you, don't act innocent. I'm talking about the panties and bra you shot down in Golden Yokocho.
I needed it as evidence.
You can't see me right now,
Enough
but
with your
I'm rolling
pathetic
my
excuses.
eyes so much that it kind of hurts.
Just aim under the container.
No.
Damn it, Date!
You can literally go to a store. Oh my
I was
god.
gonna give this to Reika as a gift.
Someone else's underwear?
Wine and underwear are best when aged. That's a famous saying in France.
That is not true.
Date, what are you doing?
Iris is in trouble.
Date!
Okay. I just gotta throw.
Is it gonna be the same buttons, please? It wasn't the same buttons, but similar enough. You would not be able to throw that far.
What the hell?
This must be a gift from heaven!
So wet as it gets.
So dirty.
Shameless. Absolutely shameless.
I'm staring at the camera like I'm in the office.
Good. That went well. Now, if we can cause that container above them to fall...
I see it. I could shoot the cable.
Can you make the shot?
Yeah.
Then let's go!
Oh, I couldn't tell which one was me.
Oh shit, move! Let's go.
Roger.
My name is Date. Not Roger. There's still more. Can you just shoot these ones?
The last one.
Once we get through here, then...
What's the plan? Fine then. My turn.
Wait! Mizuki!
She would already be shot.
Idiot!
They're supposed to be mercenaries.
Date, Mizuki can't do this alone!
I know. Moma, cover me.
Hey, wait up!
Couldn't you have said that before you jumped up onto the roof? Oh, X. Again, that guy was right behind you. He could have shot you. They are shooting at you, like, point blank.
Seriously? Don't test me, motherfucker!
Mizuki!
Oh, what buttons? No buttons. Okay, good. That's over.
Thank you.
My goddess, your chariot has arrived.
Gross.
Date!
How did you
Ota,
jump so
mission
high?
complete.
All right, got it.
Bye, Peter. After that, we split up and booked it. Moma got behind the wheel of his vehicle, Ota took the van, and I got into my own car. Mizuki went with Ota, and Iris came with me. We drove off as fast as we could in different directions. The rain poured down endlessly. The neon lights of the city blurred faintly through the fine drops of rain. Ikume Shrine. Why are we here? Are we just chilling?
Date, Moma and Mizuki contacted us. They're all safe.
Good.
I breathed a long sigh of relief. Hello. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm a lot better actually. Sorry, by the way, for everything.
During our escape, Iris got motion sickness. I decided to pull over at Ikume's shrine so she could rest. Oh, okay.
Oh, and thank you. I never thanked you for saving me.
You should be thanking those three. Some bodyguard I am. I put you in danger.
That's not true. If it wasn't for you, I would have... Anyway, there's nothing else to say but thank you.
About the winter iris? I don't know why
Looking
we're
at
asking
the
about
iris
this,
again?
but...
Oh, yeah. I can't see it well in the rain.
You must really like that flower.
Of course, we share the same name.
Iris, the rainbow goddess.
Yeah, that's what Uncle taught me.
The uncle again.
Perhaps it is not the flower itself that Iris likes.
Just likes the memory associated with the person. Did Peter say anything?
Nothing in particular. I didn't talk to him at all in the car.
What about the group of gangsters?
They were all speaking different languages, so I didn't understand anything.
They were all speaking different languages? Not one singular different language? Multiple different languages? Listen to her story.
Do you think the fruit of immortality really exists?
Legend about the shrine?
Yeah,
I told you yesterday, I don't believe in that stuff.
I see.
The fruit of immortality looks like an orange.
But you do believe in parallel worlds and secret societies.
Because I experienced that in Iris' Somnium.
You only believe in what you experienced, Tate?
This could be a negative side effect of the sync. It is possible that you've been emotionally compromised by Iris's morbid inner consciousness.
Emotionally?
Well, there is no point in discussing this now.
About Uncle.
I used to love Uncle. Not like romantically. I was 12 at the time, and Uncle was already in a relationship.
You mean with your mom?
Oh, you knew about that?
Yep.
I've heard a lot. Like the Okonomiyaki incident?
Yeah, the picture I drew.
Right.
We were always like that.
It's weird that she called him Uncle when he was in a relationship with her mom.
We always acted silly and played around and stuff. I remember that in 6th grade, Uncle and I used to play hand games.
Like what? What? Hand games?
Like ratty cakes.
Patty cake?
It's like patty cakes mixed with rock, paper, scissors.
What?
Ratty cake, baker's man. Bake me a cake as fast as you can.
Oh, we saw this before, didn't
Poke it, fill it with fruit. Put it in the oven. Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
we? The fact that we're seeing this from that person's perspective, though, is weird. What was Uncle's real name?
I don't know. I only called him Uncle. Mama called him Falco.
Falco?
Yeah.
Isn't it a funny name? Sort of weird for a Japanese man. Oh, maybe he wasn't Japanese. I never found out where he was from.
Before he met me, he committed some terrible crime.
It appears that Hitomi and the assassin number 89 were dating.
What?
Now you have to take the penalty. Up, up, side to side, up, down, pinch.
I guess the reason they were doing it from his perspective is just to not show his face.
And number 89 is with Renju now. What the hell is going on here?
Tell me more.
I didn't keep my promise.
Promise?
Did you forget? I told you that I would tell you who my late-night visitor was if you went on a date with me.
Oh yeah, I'd forgotten all about that.
Oh, right.
And we went on a date, so guess I'll tell you now. Sunday at 2 a.m., I was visited by... Renju Okiura.
Okay.
What?
And you only
He
just
seemed
now...
really sick. Probably because of his injury. At the time, I had no idea what had happened to him. He was sweating buckets, and he came up to me with this begging look in his eyes. He said, "Come with me." He seemed really desperate. I couldn't say no, so I got into his rental car. We went somewhere, I don't know where, some deserted building. Mr. Okiura got out of the car, then grabbed my hand. He tried to pull me inside. I got scared. I pulled my hand away and ran.
Yeah, why didn't you tell me this? This is, like, important.
Mr. Okiura has done so much for me. He took care of me as a kid. He helped me at Lemniscate. I wanted to trust him. No matter what happens, I can't think of him as a bad person. I mean, he never did anything bad to me.
That doesn't mean anything.
He came to my house at 2 in the morning and tried to take me to an abandoned building, but you never know. Maybe he wanted to show me some flowers or something that he found.
No.
Or it was like a prank he was filming for the internet or something.
My mouse is on the screen, sorry about that.
And that's what I thought at the time. That's what I kept telling myself. But after hearing everything you've told me, I can't see Mr. Okiura the same way. Maybe he's a part of NICE. Maybe he's trying to...
Oh my god. What did you do after you ran away?
Well, I didn't go home. I thought he might come back. I just walked around and went into a bunch of stores. Restaurants, coffee shops, net cafes. I was afraid that he would try to call me, so I turned off my phone too. And then at night, around 7 I think, I turned on my phone and got a Nile message from Mizuki. I wanted to stay at your place. I met up with her and took her home. I thought having her around would comfort me. I don't know.
Okay. Where did he take you exactly? I assume the...
Iris, I need you to tell me one thing.
The harbor warehouse,
Where
right?
did Renju take you? Where did he take you exactly?
It's been closed for 8 years. The chemical plant in the Kawasaki district.
Never mind. I don't think we've ever been there. Wait, why is it telling me? I still have another question. What happened to Renju?
I don't know. I haven't seen him or spoken to him since.
Okay. Let's go to the abandoned factory then. See what's up. Okay. It's getting pretty late.
Is this the place?
Yes.
Where did Renju try to take you?
That door in the back.
What's it gonna be? A sync machine. Oh wait, this is the warehouse that was in Iris's first Somnium place.
This is...
At least I think it is. The windows look familiar.
A sync machine. Though it appears to be slightly different than the one in ABIS.
Could this be the prototype Peter was talking about?
That was stolen. Stolen?
The Chiba Police Department was working on a prototype, but it was stolen 6 years ago.
But what is it doing here? Hey, Iris, are you okay?
Why'd you just pass out? What's
Iris, stay with me!
Date, Iris's vital signs are going critical.
Why?
What?
What's
Why?
happening?
Unknown, but I believe the issue is with her brain.
Her brain?
Part of her brain is experiencing massive failure. If this continues...
Let's get her to a hospital.
Impossible. You do not have enough time. I estimate that Iris's brain can last only 10 to 15 more minutes before the damage is irreparable.
Throw her in the sync machine.
How do you know that?
I have scanned and analyzed her thoroughly. Her symptoms indicate that she will die within minutes.
What?
Just by stepping into this room?
Sync.
I knew that's what they were gonna do.
What?
Yeah, let's sync. Let's fix her brain that
I'll
way.
use the
That
sync
works.
machine here to go inside her brain.
That will not cure her condition.
I'm not trying to cure her.
And what are you trying to do?
2 days ago, I saw her dead body. After that, we went into Sosujima's brain.
Oh, you're gonna be like, I can
And in
save
his Somnium,
her.
I saved Iris.
Uh-huh.
And somehow, I saved Iris in the real world, too.
Maybe you were in a parallel world or something.
Aren't you essentially saying that you're trying to cure her, just in a roundabout way?
If I do the same thing again...
You think you can save her?
Yes. Aiba, please, help me.
Is that an order?
Yes.
I mean, if we can't get to a hospital, what else are we supposed to
Then I
do?
suppose I have no choice. My mission is to support you.
All right. We don't have a lot of time. Let's get moving.
Date, this device is a prototype. It is not identical to the one at ABIS.
You said that already, so what?
I mean, we don't know how it works.
I do not know how to reset it. There must be a manual of some kind. We need to find that before we begin.
A manual? Iris, talk to her. Sure. Let's waste some time. Iris isn't responding. We need to hurry, or Iris is gonna... Sync chair. The subject sync chair. The person sitting here is the subject of the sync line.
This is the console that controls the sync machine.
So if we use this...
The machine can be activated, but we need the manual first.
Alright. Those are books. Looks kind of like manuals. Also, there's blood here. No one's gonna mention that. Prototype sync equipment. I have no idea why this is here. We need to find the manual to operate it. Shelf. 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 Vise. A what? Sync machine. Prototype sync equipment. Where's the damn manual for this thing? Shelf. Okay. Oil drum. Why can I keep... Oh, sync chair. Okay. Locker. No manual here. The mannequins. What? A medical simulation mannequin. It's creepy. Those are not medical mannequins. Those are clothing mannequins. They literally have stands. Sink. Oh, we got a sink. Chemical bottles. Crane.
Found it!
Oops. I kind of wanted to look around the rest of the room, but...
I don't believe it.
What do you mean you don't... What? What? What's happening? What was what was that?
Date, are you ready?
What didn't you believe?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay. Why do the headsets look like irons for an ironing board?
Shovel Forge again?
I mean...
This looks kind of like the other time I synced with Iris, but there's a different atmosphere now.
Isn't this the shrine?
By the way, what happened to your usual appearance?
I decided to hold back this time. This is no time to be playing around. Putting that aside, you want to help Iris, correct? Then we need to hurry.
So what do we need to do?
Care to ask the owner of this world?
Isn't she passed out?
She's lost consciousness, even in her own somnium.
That proves how critical her condition is. Whoa!
What? Whose voice was that? Was that Renju?
What was that?
I do not know, but it appears as though we have no choice but to believe those words.
The fruit of immortality, huh? But I don't see any fruit.
There's the egg thing back there.
We need to do something about this beam of light first.
I've seen that monument before, but back then...
Oh, maybe the egg thing isn't the fruit.
Somnium scan! Activate!
Oh my god. Ugh. My eyes. I can't read these. Ow. Sinking in the main too. Ah, that's why the other one had a 1 in it. Makes sense now. Save Iris. To save her, you'll need to give her the fruit of immortality. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stop here. I was debating whether or not I wanted to, like, keep going, but I think we'll stop there. So next time, we'll try to save Iris in the Somnium, see how that works out. Who knows? Who knows? A lot is happening. Pewter is bad, I guess. All of the scenes where there are quick time events in this game are not good. Yeah. So next time, it'll be better. And that's it. Take care, everybody. Have a good one. Bye.